Good evening, everyone, and we welcome you inside Nickerson Hall, home of the number 6 team in NCAA Division II men's basketball, the Indianapolis Greyhounds. They'll take on the Drury Panthers, and tonight in a GLVC matchup. Hello again, everyone. Welcome you courtside here at Nickerson Hall with Drew Ranke, Graham Shear on hand. We'll check in down on the sidelines with Maddie Fisher in just a moment, but first, Drew, the Greyhounds are on a 16-game winning streak right now, ties the third highest, longest single-season winning streak in program history at 16 games. Drew, how have they done it?
It's really bolstered by their defense. I mean, first in the GLVC in defense, and they're first in holding their opponents to their shooting percentage low, and they're holding their opponents to 66 points per game. So their defense has really been on top of it this entire year.
Drew, the Drury Panthers are 8-16 overall on the year, 4-12 in the GLVC conference. What kind of possibilities do you see, and how could they pull off a possible upset tonight?
The upset bid starts with their three-point shooting. I mean, they're shooting lights out from beyond the arc. They're second in the GLVC with 225 made threes this year and shooting 36% from downtown. So UINDY has to be careful of that here tonight. They could get hot from deep and might be an upset bid.
Drew, thank you so much for your insight. Now let's go down and check on the sidelines with Maddie Fisher.
Thanks so much, guys. The energy here at Nickerson Hall is absolutely electric tonight. Our UINDY Pep Band is joined by the Park Pleasant Middle School Band. We also still have the handing out of the Corsaro Crew t-shirts, which are iconic. Some fatheads on the other side of the court, and the energy is great. But Paul Corsaro is very game-oriented, and he told his team, you know, guys, look, we beat them by 13 points early this season, but that does not mean we can count them out today. So I think we're gearing up for a great matchup and a really great start to a final homestand this season. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Maddie. So the Greyhounds are 22-2 overall, 14-2 in the GLVC conference, having an absolutely fantastic year, Drew.
Yeah, UINDY has played lights out here so far, sitting currently at 22-2 and 14-2 in the GLVC. Has really been something that Coach Corsaro has built over the last 3 years, coming in here with not really having much of a recruiting class, and then coming into this right now where we are, and they're primed for a big run in the month of March.
A lot of that at the hands of Jesse Bingham, redshirt sophomore, right here from Indianapolis, Warren Central Warrior product just a few years ago, averaging 16 points a game, top 5 scorer in the conference right now. He's just been absolutely fantastic for Paul Corsaro and his crew here. We're going to step aside here. National anthem coming up. You're watching UINDY basketball here on UINDY TV and the GLVC Sports Network.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
GLVC matchup, the Greyhounds and the Panthers. Drew, we were talking about Jesse Bingham, and he's now a top 50. He's on the top 50 watch list to be a possible winner of the Bevo Francis Award. Drew, that's pretty impressive from a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, it's pretty much the equivalent of the Wooden Award in Division I, and he's really proved it here this year. I mean, he's 5th in scoring in the GLVC, 4th in blocks, and 14 assists as well. So he's really put it out there this year, and not to mention when they played Drury about a month ago, he had 23 and 4, and that was just, he's really become that guy that Coach Cacharo can rely on.
Checking out the starting lineups here. We'll start with Drury on your screen right now. Number 0, Preston Cook, a 6'4 graduate student from Auburn, Alabama. Quentin Shelton, a 6'2 junior guard. Number 2, Logan Applegate, leading scorer for them, 13 a game, a top 18 scorer in the GLVC. He is just a freshman, a 6'2 freshman guard from Nevada. Riley Nager, a 6'7 junior forward. Number 12, and Brock Wakefield, a 6'3 sophomore guard, will be wearing number 25 for the Drury Panthers. Now let's go over to the Indianapolis Greyhounds starting lineup being introduced right now. Kendrick Choa, he'll man the middle, wearing number 1, a 6'7", 240-pound junior out of Silver Springs, Maryland. He's going to be playing the center position tonight. Josiah Tynes, a number 2 junior guard, a 6'3", 175-pound guard, Josiah Tynes. Jesse Bingham, leading scorer, a 6'6 redshirt sophomore out of Warren Central. He's going to be playing a forward tonight and wearing number 3. Bruno Williams, second team all GLVC with Lewis a year ago, now a 6'4 senior guard forward playing with the Indianapolis Greyhounds. And lastly, Jacoby Robinson, a teammate of Jesse Bingham's on that Warren Central state championship team just a couple years ago. He's a 6'7 junior wearing number 23 tonight. Drew, the Greyhounds are absolutely demolishing their opponents right now, but a 16-game winning streak, it's hard to do. Hate to see fatigue kind of catch up with them, but lately here, I feel like they've been kind of playing down to their opponents.
Yeah, over the last couple of games, they've been a little bit closer than what they're normally used to, but I wouldn't say they're playing down to their opponents at all. I mean, they're playing the games that they need to be played. They grind them out, then they win, and that's what they've shown out through the last couple games here. I mean, they've on a 16-game winning streak, and it really shows what this team is capable of.
Logan Applegate, star player for the Drury Panthers. He's wearing number 4 for the red jerseys tonight. He averages 13 a game and shoots 40% from downtown. Look for him to get some shots up early in hopes of the Panthers pulling off the upset. Now in the middle, Kendrick Choa will jump it up with Preston Cook. Cook has won the tip, and the Panthers will control, trying to knock off the number 6 team in the nation in Division II. Quickly get it down low, Nager. Now they'll kick it back out. There's Wakefield. Cook had an open look. Instead, he'll drive. Nope, got to the baseline. Skip pass into the corner. Floater is just off the mark. Wakefield could not get that one to fall.
Good team basketball there to start off the game for the Panthers as they had the ball moving around. Just couldn't end up on the finishing end of that one.
Indianapolis first possession. It's in the hands of Josiah Tynes. He's been one of the best three-point shooters on the roster. Now they'll go to the best big man, Choa, and he is wrapped up early, already drawing some fouls and getting some action on the block. Foul's going to go on Riley Nager, and the Greyhounds will take it out.
Choa's going to be something to watch underneath the basket here today. I mean, he's a real big physical presence down low, averaging 14 a game.
And another foul. It's going to go again on Riley Nager. Choa already showing his presence down in that painted area, already putting the minutes in and putting the work in. That muscle, just awesome from Kendrick Choa.
Yeah, Riley Nager has 2 fouls within the first 51 seconds of the game. This should be something to watch as this game does go on. I mean, they're going to run out of big men at this pace.
And looks like we have our first sub of the day as Nager sits down. Brady O'Connell, a junior guard, will come in as UINDY off on their first shot. Drury the other way with it. Here's Applegate. No pass on his first touch. Gets it back. Applegate launches a 3. It's down.
That was a really quick release there by Applegate as he gets that one to fall. Averaging 13 a game, that's what UINDY really needs to look out for. They've done a great job throughout this entire year shutting down that other team's star player.
Applegate scored 24 back on January 7th of this year against Indianapolis. That one over at Drury on the campus. Choa again down low. He'll kick it back out. Robinson can't get it to fall. Nice, strong rebound by Wakefield, and the Panthers bring it the other way.
As we see Drury with the ball again, I mean, their first basket was made on a three. We talked about it in the pregame show, Graham, how they were pretty much ride or die by the three-point bucket.
O'Connell working on Choa. Just 7 on the shot clock. O'Connell fires one up with the left hand, and it's off.
Poor take there by O'Connell, as he had advantage a little bit on the inside. He just couldn't finish.
Kendrick Choa came into this game 5 rebounds shy of 600 career rebounds. Here he is down low. First shot is good for Choa, and he's got 2 rebounds. He's 3 shy of 600 career rebounds. He just got over the mark, the hump of 1,000 career points a week ago tonight over in Rockhurst, Missouri.
He's really shown why he's an all-time Greyhound here over his last couple years. I mean, he's been a rock down low for Coach Casaro.
45th career Greyhound to reach that 1,000-point club. He'll be the 15th Greyhound to reach the 600 rebound club, as we have a foul off the steal. Robinson playing the passing lanes, and a poor pass there by Drury. Already the first turnover and some subs. Corsaro really likes to keep his players fresh, keep their legs fresh, as Choa, Tynes, and Robinson will take a seat. Ija back into the game for the first time. Nickerson out there, and Steinfeld will be on the floor with Jesse Bingham and Bruno Williams, the 2 remaining starters.
The way I like to look at it is that Coach Casaro has 2 starting 5s. I mean, he has the one that starts the ball game, and then he could put in another fresh 5, and there could be a starting 5 for anybody else.
Nickerson got in. Ija, he'll launch a 3. That one's just a little bit strong. And here comes Wakefield. Drury on the move. Nice drive, and it's blocked. Ija got his hand on it and rejects it out of bounds.
Nice stop there by David Ija, as we've shown again. As Ija gets position, puts it away, and like that's that Greyhound defense we were talking about in the pregame show as well.
Nice job by the big man moving his feet there on the defensive end. Here's Applegate, corner for Wakefield. Applegate again. Ooh, nice pass, but it was tipped out of bounds by the Greyhound defense. Nickerson there on the move.
Thought he was going to get the ball for a second and just kind of took a weird hit and fumbled it away, but 11 to shoot for the Panthers as this Greyhound defense can hold up.
In the hands of Quentin Shelton, a 6'2 junior. He scored 10 points, got in double figures January 7th against Indianapolis. He's averaging 10 points on the year as well. Second leading scorer, as that 3's off the mark by Shelton. First rebound taken by Julian Steinfeld. Greyhounds looking for their first lead. Here's Bingham. Bingham hasn't got a shot up yet. It doesn't look like he will just yet. Here he is again. Bingham just 5 on the shot clock. Got to the baseline, shots up, and it's off to the right. Again, a rebound. Wakefield up high for that one. He's already got 4 rebounds here. Let's see if the Panthers can turn that into some points here. Still leading by 1. Next dead ball will be your under 16 media timeout. Here's Preston Cook. He'll drive, kick out. Applegate can't get it.
Huge air ball there by Applegate, as you can hear the student section start to give it to him a little bit.
Yeah, the Greyhound faithful let him hear it there that time. Here's Jesse Bingham. Ija walked with it. First turnover on the Greyhounds. That'll take us to our under 16 media timeout here. And let's quickly go down on the sidelines. We have Maddie Fisher down there.
Thank you so much, guys, for sitting back to me. This first half has started out pretty slow. Coach Corsaro was really happy with the defensive start, but the early fouls committed by Drury gave them a little bit of energy, but the cold streak had Corsaro in frustration. He was seen stomping his feet, and it really lives up to the testament that you can't underestimate any opponent. You're watching UINDY TV on the GLVC Sports Network.
Award-winning news coverage. Brought to you by ethical journalists that care about you. We have you covered on crime, latest on sports, and the best in entertainment. This is UINDY TV News.
An early 1-point lead by the Drury Panthers. UINDY is 1 of 5 to start from the field. They're 0 of 3 from downtown Drew. Drury 1 of 6 from the field. They have knocked down that 1 3-pointer though, and they're off to that lead.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been 1 3-pointer. As Maddie said during her her sideline report down there, both teams are off to a massive cold streak, and they've not really connected on any shots yet. Hopefully that turns around for both of them.
Trey Lewis into the game for the first time for Coach Chris Foster. Here is Lewis, guarded by the taller Robinson. Applegate can't find the 3 that time. He's 1 of 3 to start from behind the arc.
Choa with the rebound there brings him that much closer to 600 for his career.
He is now 2 rebounds away. Here is Choa, and he hangs and finishes. Kendrick Choa for 2.
That's what you see down low is you get Choa down there and you get him hot. It's really hard to cool down.
Applegate from the corner. They'll drive around. Now they'll retreat back out. Lewis in the corner. He'll drive. That driving kick working. Cook can't find it. Off the mark on a 3 ball. The Panthers like to get up those 3 shots, but 1 of 5 to start. Choa again down low, and he's got an early 4 points.
And that's what I was talking about is if he gets going, you can't stop him.
Pardon, now that's Choa's 6 points. He's got all 6 for the UINDY Greyhounds right now. A hot start for Kendrick Choa. Trey Lewis on the block. Cook is there. Swing pass in the corner. Shelton. And he stepped out of bounds, I believe. It's going to go the other way. Second turnover on the Panthers.
And that is another turnover there that the Panthers really can't afford. They've been ice cold from the field. They can't keep turning the ball over and giving it to the Greyhounds for more opportunities.
We'll take our first look at a couple Greyhound bench players. Sean Craig leads the GLVC in 3-point percentage. He's shooting at a 51% clip right now as Choa shuts me up. And 1, Kendrick Choa.
Choa gets down low, gets a nice feed from Jacoby. Puts his body up there and puts that one in for 2. As he is the only person that has scored so far for the Greyhounds here tonight.
Choa 8 early points. He's 4 of 4 from the field. Maybe his most impressive statistic, we didn't even mention it, Drew. He is the #1 field goal percentage leader in all of Division II basketball. He's shooting the ball at 74% from the field on the year. He misses that free throw though. Oh, did miss that free throw. 68% from the line. Here's Cook.
Choa has become a very improved free throw shooter throughout this season. I mean, he struggled a lot last year, 68% so far this year, and he was under 50 for a majority of last season.
As Shelton got that jumper to fall. Here's Craig in the corner. First 3 ball, no good.
Both teams are struggling from beyond the arc here to start as the game's kind of gotten underway now. They both need to really start hitting their shots.
Applegate fires up a wild shot. Here's the Greyhounds running the 3-on-1, and they turn it over. Bad pass by Jarvis Walker, picked off by Rice Piper, and foul the other way. There was a travel actually on Drury, so another turnover on the Panthers. Already 3 early ones and more subs. Steinfeld back in for Kendrick Choa. Looks like Bruno Williams steps back on, and Aaron Etherington on for the first time already. Coach Corsaro has run 10 players.
It just shows how deep this Greyhound bench really is.
Bingham now gets inside, high off the glass. He finishes.
As somebody besides Kendrick finally put one in. And Greyhounds look to get off and running after that one.
Here's Brock Wakefield. Picks up his dribble. Still 13 on the shot clock. Nothing to worry about yet. Piper now drives on Steinfeld, giving up several inches. A mismatch in favor of Julian Steinfeld. Shelton, 3 on the shot clock. Got to get one up here. Wakefield doesn't realize it. In a shot clock violation. Excellent defense by UIndy.
And that's the defense we've been talking about this entire time. They've really shut them down here so far.
Under 12 media timeout. Let's go down the sideline with Maddie Fisher.
Thanks, guys. As soon as they came out of that media, Kendrick Chower literally lit a fire, going for 3 right from underneath the basket, but that was not enough for Paul Corsaro. Though the air ball chants rang throughout Nickerson Hall, it'll never be enough, as he gave them some strong words as substitutions were coming in and out. For UIndy TV, I'm Maddie Fisher on the GLVC Sports Network.
Hey, it's Giselle here on 88.7 WICR.
88.7 The Diamond, the only jazz and classical station in Indianapolis, completely led by the students of the University of Indianapolis. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn app, FM radio, HD radios, or even on our website at wicronline.org, a different kind of public radio.
UIndy on a 10-2 run here the last few minutes since the start. All 10 of their points coming in the paint here to start things off. 10-5 early leaders over the Drury Panthers. We have 11.5 to go. Bingham, I thought he might throw that down for a second, still got it to fall. Jesse Bingham, how about his impressive start and early 4 points. Trey Lewis on the other end. And Wakefield. High screen and roll. Lewis can't find Nager. On the floor now with 2 fouls. Every time Logan Applegate touches the ball, the crowd lets him hear with airball chants and a turnover. Elijah Whitley slips up and a turnover on the other end. A poor pass. I believe that was Bruno Williams, and we're going the other way. Just
a bit of a miscommunication there as Bruno tried to find Steinfeld on the run. Just a little bit too much of an arm there on Bruno to get he threw that one right over his head. It's hard to do when you're 6'11".
Greyhounds will drop the four-court press, try and lock him up and force some turnovers. Drury's already turned the ball over 5 times. Greyhounds have turned that into 6 points off turnovers here. Down low, Nager, first bucket for him. His first shot, and it's good, and 2 points for him.
Nice to see Drury get some involvement down low, especially Nager back in the game. There's 2 early fouls that he had.
Bingham. Again, the high screen and roll. They switch. Now they'll get back Wakefield onto him. Williams will work from the right. Spin around, shots up and down. Williams, how about that fall away shot? Made it look easy.
And he's too good. He's way too good down low, and nobody can really guard him.
Lewis gets the 3 ball to roll around and drop through, and I think they're going to call a foul. Count the basket. Maybe, no, the official is pointing at the baseline. Not sure if they're going to say the basket counts or if they're going to say wave it off. No, looks like they'll count the basket. 10 on the scoreboard. But they're going to call a foul on UINDY as well, and Drury is going to have the ball. Quentin Shelton will inbound for the Panthers. As Wakefield has his shot blocked out of bounds by Jacoby Robinson. Check out the replay here. Already the Greyhounds' second block of the contest. Nice way to catch up with him by Robinson.
Robinson's much bigger than Wakefield is. And then just arm reach of Robinson really shows there on the defense.
Trey Lewis from the top, 7 on the shot clock. Wakefield got a step. Shelton now. 3 ball is good.
And that's another 3 there for the Panthers, as they are 3 from 7 on the early goings of this first half, and it's really starting to click for them beyond the arc.
Kendrick Choa got him on the block, shots up, and it's good. Choa now with 10 points and 3 rebounds. Big guy already in double figures. Lewis, scoop shot is good. They have the answer, and Drury cuts the lead back to 1.
Lewis up to 5 points, matches his season high.
Bingham will work from the right. Feeding the big man, and he lays it in. Play on, says the baseline official. No foul call. Surprised they didn't even call a flopping foul on Riley Nager if they weren't going to call that foul. Turnover. Robinson working at 3-on-2. Bingham down the lane. He lays it in.
Great offense there by Bingham. And Robinson to get that steal and find Bingham from the easy layup as the Greyhounds run the floor, get it to Bingham, puts it up with the right hand to get it to fall. Up 5 now.
And a beautiful pass, the assist to Jacoby Robinson. 5-point lead, 8:29 to go. Let's go down the sideline with Maddie Fisher.
Thank you, Graham. Again, the momentum here, absolutely incredible. But a UINDY foul gave Drury another opportunity to close the door a little bit, and they did, coming within 1 point of the Greyhounds' lead. But leave it to Kendrick Choa with 12 points already of UINDY's 20, which is absolutely phenomenal. And the Drury bench has been pointing, a little frustrated with how calls are going, but with 5 turnovers, something's got to change on that side of the court. For UINDY TV News, I'm Madeline Fisher on the GLVC Sports Network.
I didn't realize it was a 5-point game. I thought we were ahead by more.
Yeah, honestly.
But
8:29 to play here before halftime, and still the Greyhounds working on a 5-point lead. Jesse Bingham now up to 6 points on the day as he runs all the way down and lays that one in on the last drive before the timeout. Stoppage on the court. Not sure what the call is. Oh, something. Looks like a spillage over by the Greyhound bench. They'll work to clean that up, and Drury will inbound in just a second here, getting back underway.
momentarily paused as this Greyhound offense is starting to click here of late. And it's really starting to show, especially with Kendrick down low, having 12 so far, as Maddie said in her sideline report. Things are starting to click for the Greyhounds.
Logan Applegate, he'll try and dance on Robinson, got into the lane, shots up, and it's good. How about that floater, Logan Applegate? An early 5 points for him.
That's something he can get off his chest now. He doesn't have the student section yelling air ball at him anymore.
Yeah. Robinson looks at the rim, instead kicks off Tynes. Drive across the lane, shots up, and it's high off the glass. Josiah Tynes' first bucket.
It's good to see some other people getting involved in the scoring here.
Tynes has really come on as of late, has played fantastic against the last few opponents. Had his career high this year against Lewis just a few weeks ago here. Brock Wakefield, now Preston Cook in the corner. Shelton, he'll step in and take a long two, and it's barely grazing the rim. Rebound to Robinson, Tynes the other way. Now Walker looking at Choa, can't get him there. He'll try and repost, he'll move to the other side. Bingham finds Choa, up and under, he lays it in. How about that finish? Kendrick Choa now 14 points.
Last time Choa played these Panthers, he had 17 points, 5 rebounds. He's almost matched that, and we're not even through the first half yet.
Usually you see the other team play their tallest defender on Kendrick Choa, but the tallest Panther tonight, 6'7", doesn't give up a single inch as Wakefield lays it in for the Panthers, cuts the lead back to 5. Choa 14 points in just 9 minutes out there on the court. Bingham stops on a dime, fall away shot, no good. Offensive rebound, second effort, Choa can't get it to fall. That's his 4th rebound, one shy of 600 career. O'Connell over to Applegate. Cook hasn't gotten going yet. They'll go with Wakefield, and his floater is off the mark. Bingham skies for the board. Outlet pass, Walker running the floor, foul, shot is up, and it rolls off. That one would have counted if it went. Walker.
It was a nice outlet pass there to get Walker in transition. And like you said, it would have been a pretty nice shot if that would have went in.
Walker will shoot 2 free throws here, 77% on the line. Jarvis Walker transfers over from Purdue Fort Wayne. Played for the Mastodons for a year. And now in his sophomore campaign, first season with UINDY as he knocks down his first. Some subs. Choa will sit down, so we'll have to wait on that 600th board. And Bingham will join him to take his second seat actually, of the contest. Steinfeld back out there, and David Ejaw will take the court again. They'll box out, and Walker splits that pair of free throws. 6-point lead. Panthers need something here on offense. Lewis blocked out of bounds. Steinfeld rejects it into the 3rd row.
One heck of a block there by Julian Steinfeld as he tries to keep Drury out of this game. Relatively hanging around are the Panthers. Down 6 right now. UINDY's offense has struggled just a little bit to get the bucket in.
Nager looking for his shot. Instead kicks out Applegate. Got away with the travel, and we have a foul. Foul's going to go on Jarvis Walker here. It's going to be his first foul. That's the team's 2nd foul of the half. No foul trouble here yet for Indianapolis, and Piper set to inbound. No, instead they'll go with Applegate. Lewis. Now Nager looking for Cook. Transfer from Auburn. Played Division I for a couple years, and he's going to be bumped. 3rd team foul on UINDY. Still no trouble. First goes on Robinson. Panthers have a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Lewis set to inbound. Applegate hasn't really got going as of yet. Still has 5 points. He's 2 of 5 from the field. 1 of 3 from downtown. High pass, turnover. Cook threw his hands out of bounds. Turnover number 7 for Drury.
Drury just seems like they haven't been able to hold on the ball that long to maintain a solid possession.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Robinson the other way. They swing it around the arc, and a bad pass by Tynes. Turnover on UIndy. Here comes Logan Applegate. Quickly in transition. Lewis thought about it. Now they'll go down low. Nager, and another turnover. Robinson got his hands on it. Outlet pass to Tynes. Quickly, Tynes finds Steinfeld for the flush.
What a jam there by the big man. And what a find by Tynes to get him in transition.
Julian Steinfeld, how about the 7-foot German running the floor. Applegate. Drury trying to answer back. Williams locking up Lewis. Applegate, open three. There's a look, and it's off the mark. Too strong. Rebound taken by Jacoby Robinson.
The Greyhounds have really held Applegate in check. Pretty much leading every category for the Panthers this year.
There's a travel on David Ija, who walked with it. Takes us to our under 4 media timeout. UIndy leading by 8. Let's quickly go down the sidelines with Maddie Fisher.
Thanks so much, guys. Again, Paul Corsaro frustrated with the score being as close as it is, knowing that he's got a really strong team to defend here. He's always yelling at them to finish their plays. And what's the response? A Julian Steinfeld double hand slam to bring us into this media timeout. You're watching UIndy TV on the GLVC Sports Network.
Why'd you throw your phone?
Under 4 media timeout as the Greyhounds still on top by 8, 27-19. UIndy already crushing the boards. 4 of them alone to Kendrick Choa. 4 more by Jacoby Robinson. Robinson scoreless, Drew, but has 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block here in 12 minutes. He's been all over the place.
Greyhounds are averaging 37 rebounds a game. So that's something that they've really prided themselves on this entire year. And when they out-rebound their opponent, they are one of the better teams in the country. And their 2 losses have came when they've been out-rebounded and then held under 68 points.
O'Connell. Applegate. Nice pass down low. Piper has nowhere to go with it. Goes up, blocked by Sean Craig, got his hand on it. 4th block already for UIndy. And here they come, Bruno Williams on the block. Choa outside. Williams on the drive, cannot finish, rolls off the front iron. That one halfway down, it seemed like.
Had a good read there, just unfortunate bounce on the front end.
Applegate lets one fly. It's too strong. Logan Applegate has played outstanding this year. 24 points against UIndy, 24 points against UMSL. The 2 toughest teams to beat in the GLVC, and he plays his best performances as Bingham knocks down his 4th jump shot of the day. He's got 8 points. And the Greyhounds go up by 10. Here's a turnover. Robinson, 4th steal. Bingham on the flush. Jesse Bingham with a quick throwdown. And he's into double figures with 10.
Robinson has been a pickpocket machine here lately. 4 steals on the game so far. We're not even in the second half.
Lewis, a cutting Piper floater is off the mark. An air ball on that one. And there it is. Kendrick Choa grabs his 5th rebound and his 600th career rebound with the Greyhounds. Drew, how about that?
That just shows what kind of player he is. Stuck with it this entire time and has come out pretty much one of the best Greyhounds ever.
Craig on the drive, lays it in. on the reverse. Doesn't really give us that much time to celebrate Choa's 600th board. Quickly the other way. Now Applegate down low. He lays it in. Nice cut by Logan Applegate.
It's good that he's starting to get going here. Applegate now with his 7th point of the ball game.
And that'll draw a timeout by head coach Paul Corsaro. Browns will go into the break. Takes their use it or lose it timeout. And we're going to step aside with him. 1:22 to play here. 12-point lead. You're watching UINDY TV here on the GLVC.
Hey, it's Giselle here on 88.7 WICR.
88.7 The Diamond, the only jazz and classical station in Indianapolis, completely led by the students of the University of Indianapolis. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn app, FM radio, HD radios, or even on our website at wicronline.org, a different kind of public radio.
.12-point lead for UINDY, a minute 21 still to go here before the halftime break. It's all Greyhounds here in the first half. Bingham drives around Williams, looking for a shot, won't pull it. Instead, he'll drive. Fall away elbow jumper is good. Bruno Williams again making those fall away jump shots look incredibly easy.
Greyhounds starting to pull away here towards the end of the first half. And it's just kind of becoming an onslaught now.
Choa on the steal. Bingham saves it. Tynes will slow it up. Game and shot clock separated by about 22 seconds. Could go for the 2-for-1, but it looks like they're going to run their offense and look for a good shot. Craig has it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Craig, he'll let one fly, and he drills it. Sean Craig, his second bucket actually off the bench. He's now 1 of 2 from behind the arc, and he's got 5.
Craig is the second three-pointer and three-point percentage in the nation. And he's really shown how valuable he can be to this Greyhound team.
Applegate to Shelton in the corner on the drive. Flip shot is up and down. And that'll take us to the end of the first half. Greyhounds lead by 15 points here through 20 minutes. 38 in the first 20. Let's go down on the sidelines with Maddie Fisher. Maddie, what do you got?
Thank you, Graham. To close out the half, I'm pretty sure that was entirely Greyhounds. From Bingham's two-hand slam to that incredible 3 by Craig that I think he shot from out on Hannah Avenue. And of course to Kendrick Choa, congratulations, 600 career rebounds. What an accomplishment. I feel like Paul Corsaro is probably taking a little breath of fresh air heading into the locker room, but this game is far from over, and if you know Paul, he is never satisfied. So make sure you come back, watch the second half. You're watching UINDY TV on the GLVC Sports Network.
across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela Spurgeon.
An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
pledge.
I pledged.
I pledge. I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela Spurgeon.
An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Wow, that's so many memories, I would say. I think the things that when my teammates and I get together, what we enjoy the most, I think, are just all the stories, all the things that happen between us playing against some of the best schools. You know, we played some Division I schools. We beat Eastern Illinois twice. A thrill for a Division II school to go in and to beat a Division I school. And I think we remember, you know, feeling like kind of the David versus Goliath. And that's what I think we realized, if you can come together as a group, you know, that you can have success. Well, I think any competitive person, it's tough. But I still look at it today, you know, it's been 30 years since I played competitive basketball, and in the business world and the education world, you lose, and things happen, and you go back to your playing days, and you got knocked down and you got to get back up. So that was kind of our mantra. I think to have dreams. As a little kid, I had dreams that I wanted to do something athletically, you know, and basketball was my passion. And so I don't care what it is, do something that you like, that you're passionate about. That to me is the most important thing, and then work to achieve it. And if you work hard enough at it, I think your dreams can come true, even when people tell you it'll never happen. And that to me was kind of the David versus Goliath thing. Yeah, and it's a cliche, but I do think life is a game. Life is a competition. And I think I was prepared because I competed in college, and I say the same thing to people. You kind of those same attributes. You have to work hard, you have to practice what you want to do, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to have those dreams, and you put that package together, and I think it's a pretty good package for success. Hi, I'm Larry Tucker. I'm a former NCAA student athlete from Lewis University.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our...
Back here at Nickerson Hall, a 15-point halftime lead for the Indianapolis grounds. Big part of that has been at the hands of the Indianapolis starters. You saw Williams knock down the follow-away shot. There's a drive and finish by Sean Craig, and the turnovers have absolutely killed Drury. Here's Jesse Bingham. 10 turnovers in the first half for the Panthers. They're averaging about 13 turnovers per game. Here's the big story of the first half, the 600th rebound grabbed by Kendrick Choa. Drew, how about that?
I think the offense and defense for the Greyhounds have played fantastic through this first half. Both teams got off to a very rocky start to start the first, but they kind of settled into a groove and it kind of got going. Greyhounds built a bigger lead, and it really showed through their rebounding and their defensive. And hopefully they can continue that here into the second. Drury has struggled a little bit from the field, not shooting the greatest, but then again, they ride or die by that three-point bucket, and it really hasn't been following that yet.
Jesse Bingham, 10 first half points for UIndy, also 2 rebounds, 3 assists, played 15 of the 20 first half minutes. Kendrick Choa leads the Greyhounds and leads all scorers with 14, also 6 rebounds in his 14 minutes. Second half underway here at Nickerson Hall grounds, trying to extend that winning streak to 17 games, would tie the second longest single season winning streak in program history. Tynes off on a tray.
The good look, just not connecting there, was Josiah Tynes.
And Drury only 23 first half points. They average 71 on offense per game. They're going to need quite a bit of points here in the second half to get to that mark.
I mean, that just attests to the UIndy defense even more. Holding their opponents to 62 and 23 in the first half is something to be proud about.
Applegate off on his first shot of the second half. Now Choa, and he got not fouled, but he got it stripped away from him. Out of bounds, UIndy ball.
The Greyhounds' defensive end is looking fantastic throughout this entire game. And this is what you like to see, especially as tournament time starts to come up. GLVCs are coming up soon, and a bid at the NCAA tournament is coming up, which most likely I think that the Greyhounds would get, sitting at 22-2 right now. Now the thing would be is if they do get that home court advantage throughout the first round, and that's something that
could be huge for them, for sure.
The last time we saw that was the COVID year when it all got canceled in 2020. The Greyhounds were supposed to host that first round game here. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, nothing was ever played, but that would be the last time the Greyhounds hosted something like that.
Cook off on a 3. UIndy snatches the rebound. Tynes the other way. Williams from the left. Working on Shelton. Robinson, his first 3 ball of the night is just off the mark. Still scoreless is Jacoby Robinson in his 16 minutes. But like we talked about, those 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and a block. And Shelton's 3, too strong.
That was a deep 3 that I don't think they really need to take. Plenty of time left on the shot clock. He just decided to pull that one for about 7 feet beyond the arc.
Honestly, not a smart shot there.
No, I agree with you, especially down as much as you are.
Got to work your offense and look for open looks. Foul on this end. It's going to go on Drury. There's Kendrick Choa again, just forcing the foul. That's the third foul on Riley Nager, and he is going to take a seat. He doesn't agree. No, I think he's just realizing that he got called for the foul. Palms to the sky as he heads to the bench. Checking in for him, O'Connell. Back onto the floor, Brady O'Connell. He was scoreless in 12 first half minutes.
That's huge for the Greyhounds, especially since that is his fourth foul. I don't see him coming back in the game anytime soon. Excuse me, his third foul. But still, I mean, at the same time,
right.
That's a big man down low. That should be guarding that man right there.
Yes, Choa, the offensive rebound and the putback. Bingham was off on it, but there is Choa to clean it up. And he gets it to go. Kendrick Choa has been outstanding tonight. He is 9 of 10 from the field. Give him 18 points and 8 rebounds. That's a big part of why he's #1 in the NCAA Division II in field goal percentage.
He only shoots shots from inside that circle there, and that's all he needs to do. I mean, he puts the ball up, gets to the glass, knocks it down. He's one of the greats in the country right now.
He's not very tall. He's only 6'7", but he uses his size to his advantage so well as he knocks down the free throw, completes the three-point play, give him 19 points now. Like I was saying, Drew, though, he creates space so well when he gets down and works so well in the paint. His footwork is outstanding. It's been a huge part of the Greyhounds' 16-game winning streak and 22 starts of the year.
And he's not overly tall either, but he's big and he's muscular. 240 sitting there at 6'7", and he knows how to use every inch of it and every pound of it to his advantage.
O'Connell first bucket on the other end. Tynes looking for Choa, got it to him on the block. Choa spins around, flip shot is up and good. Choa, 21 points, and I'd say his career high is on the looks. He's got 21, his career high is 26. That one could be in jeopardy tonight. Wakefield answers with a 3. That's a look. Cuts the lead to 17.
Drury just really has no answer for him down low. I mean, they have Brady O'Connell down there, but he just hasn't been able to stop Choa.
Craig, he'll let one fly, and that one's a little bit strong. Rebound, Preston Cook. Panthers now working in transition. Cook to the lane, can't finish. Oh, almost a throwdown by O'Connell. And a stoppage in play. Foul's going to go on UINDY. Sean Craig picks up his first, and that's the team's first here of the half.
O'Connell saw that one, and he's skied up for it. So unfortunately, could have come down with it.
O'Connell has played well. He's played 22 games this year in his junior campaign. Played for Old Dominion for a year. Now transfers over to Drury. Averages about 13 minutes a game, but getting some extra playing time with those 3 Riley Nager fouls. O'Connell.
I mean, Nager had 2 fouls within the first 51 seconds of the game.
Choa was just eating him alive in the first couple possessions of the day. That student section behind the Drury basket right now is absolutely letting O'Connell hear it, and he misses both. He splits the pair. He hit the first half and misses that second free throw, but they misses that first one at the delight of that crowd.
I'll credit that one to the UINDY men's baseball team for that miss.
Steinfeld. Now Robinson, they'll swing it around to Walker. Kick out. Bingham tees up a 3, and it's just strong. Tip up by Steinfeld, no good. Second effort by Steinfeld, back out to Craig, and the Greyhounds, well, they reset. Bingham takes it himself, shots up, and it got partially blocked. Surprised there wasn't a foul call. Panthers the other way.
Jesse absorbed a lot of contact going the rim on that one. I thought something would be called, but play on.
Lewis. Panthers trying to cut into this lead. Still trailing by 16. 15 minutes to go here in the second half. Shelton looking for O'Connell, and it's going to be kicked. And that'll take us to our under 16 media timeout with a 16-point lead for the Greyhounds. Let's go down the sidelines with Matty Fisher. Matty?
Thank you so much, Graham. Starting out the second half a little bit slow for both teams, but one player who never cooled off, Kendrick Choa, who's having an absolutely incredible game today, and after every incredible play, he jogged down the other side of the court with the biggest smile on his face. And not to mention, shout out to another incredible player today, the UINDY fans who played a major role in an assist that actually had Drury miss a free throw. You're watching UINDY TV on the GLVC Sports Network.
Award-winning news coverage. Brought to you by ethical journalists that care about you. We have you covered on crime, latest on sports, and the best in entertainment. This is UINDY TV News.
A 16-point lead for the Indianapolis Greyhounds, most of that coming to the delight of the Greyhound faithful here. And 21 points by Kendrick Choa, also 8 rebounds. He's 10 of 11 from the field, Drew. He's just been absolutely so efficient from everywhere on the court.
Yeah, Choa's just been really good here tonight. I mean, like he is every night.
As Shelton drills a 3, that one silences the crowd for just a moment here. Not a lot of Drury Panther fans traveling. I can see a few over behind the Drury bench right now, but most of the fans right now are Indianapolis Greyhound fans.
I mean, that 8-hour drive from Springfield's no joke.
Right. Craig off on a 3. Rebound tapped out by Walker, but it right to the hands of Brock Wakefield. Lewis now in transition. He'll slow it up. Shelton. And now Lewis has to reset. Drive off a screen, takes Nickerson to the cup. Kicks back out to O'Connell, who's backing down Steinfeld. Shots up and a foul. Nice work there on the interior by Brady O'Connell, able to get Steinfeld up in the air. Draw a foul on him.
The UINDY offenses drove down a couple of times and absorbed a lot of contact underneath the bucket there. It's not very 2 in a row for the baseball team.
O'Connell off on that free throw. Brady O'Connell, 67%er from the line. He's 1 of 3 today. He's got a second one coming. That one's off as well.
Count that up for 3.
The lead remains 13. Looking for Choa, draws another foul. I think that's O'Connell. They'll catch him with one. Wrapping up Choa on the block, and they will. O'Connell picks up his second. That's the team's third here in the second half for Drury.
O'Connell has to be careful. He's the only other big they really have, especially with 14.5 minutes remaining.
Bingham with the floater. Now 12 points for Jesse Bingham. Nice little shot by the redshirt sophomore. Cook to Lewis. Lewis gets inside, back to Cook, and it's out of bounds off his foot. The baseline official and the Greyhound fans will let him hear it.
They got that call right, so that he won't get that much of an earful from them.
Turnover number 11 on Drury today. Walker to Tynes. Tynes down low. Kick out pass in the corner. 3 ball is good. Jesse Bingham, 3-ball corner pocket, Drew.
He does not miss those very often when he's left that wide open.
Lead is ballooned up to 18 again. This is now 2 away from the largest as Lewis takes it, kicks out. Cook will drive, fall away, jump shot, a little short. Nice defense by Jacoby Robinson with his long arms. Choa looking for Walker in the corner. Walker spins around, and it's going to be a turnover, an offensive foul on Jarvis Walker. who led with his shoulder.
Yeah, he got his arm up there and tried to wrap around.
Applegate comes back in to the game for the Panthers for Coach Foster. He'll inbound to Lewis. Still plenty of time here for Drury, but they've got to put something together on offense, Drew, and they've got to get some stops on defense.
Yeah, and they haven't really put together anything on the offensive end in a while.
Shelton, open look, it's good. Quentin Shelton from downtown.
And as soon as I say that, he knocks down a deep three.
Lead back to 15. Bingham inside Choa, flip shots up, and it's no good. Off to back of the iron. Applegate in transition. Over to Lewis. Lewis splits defense, and he's going to be fouled. Would have had an open look there had he stayed on his feet, but he got wrapped up. That foul's going to go on Indianapolis's Jacoby Robinson, his second. Choa checks out. Steinfeld back onto the floor to replace him. Cook to inbound. Back on the floor, Riley Nager has 3 fouls. He's got to be careful here. He'll guard Julian Steinfeld down low. Right now, Steinfeld guarding him, though. Shelton will try another. That one's good. And Quentin Shelton has knocked down a pair of threes, and he cuts the lead to 12.
And this is what we talked about in the pregame show. Don't let them get hot from downtown, because they will knock them down. I mean, 225 seconds on the GLVC made, first in attempts.
That's his 4th three-pointer of the contest today. 16 points now on the game. And some subs. Bingham. No, not Bingham. It was Bruno Williams who will sit down. Robinson looks for Bingham in the corner. Got the baseline. Shots up. No good, though. But he got bumped. No go to the line.
Big foul there on Bingham as he was going underneath. Trying a little reverse with the right to left hand.
Bingham will shoot 2 free throws. His numbers are down from the line. Just 58% now free throw percentage on the year. And he rims off on that one. This doesn't look as comfortable as he has in years past from the charity stripe. Gets the second one to rim in. Give him 16 points on the day. And the lead back up to 13 for the time being. A sub as Cook will sit down for the Panthers. Back on for him, Rice Piper to play guard. Lewis will bring it into the front court. Now Shelton. He's been hot as of late. Applegate comes off a screen. Up top, Nager. Rifle pass down low for Piper, trying to back down Jacoby Robinson. Right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound snatched by Steinfeld. The Greyhounds on the move. Robinson in transition. Takes Nager to the cup. Shot is no good, partially blocked. I think Nager got his hand on it, and he comes away from the pile.
It's a fast-paced chain of events there.
Nice no-look feed by Applegate, and Nager lays it in for 2.
Drury now only down 11. 13.
Bingham answers back. Got into the lane, and he is really putting his foot on the gas pedal now, up to 18 points. He's 8 of 13 from the field. Most of the Greyhounds scoring coming from Choa and Bingham. They've combined for 39 of the 53 points here. Piper on the drive, can't finish. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Bingham in transition, 2-on-1. Bingham lays it in. Bingham up to 20 on the day, and it's a 15-point lead now. Nager up and good on the flip shot. Got some positioning on Steinfeld and made him pay.
Yeah, he just kind of confused Steinfeld down low, got around him, and was wide open for that little jumper.
Bingham at the 10-foot mark, turned it over, looking for Steinfeld, who was tapped away. Turnover number 6 on the day for UIndy. Shelton, Panthers trail by 13. Looking to cut into it. Lewis hits a 3 and a timeout by Indianapolis. The lead is the closest it's been here in the second half. It's all the way down to 10, 55 to 45. Let's go down on the sidelines with Maddie Fisher.
Thanks, Graham. Following that media, Drury really got hot from behind the arc, and that no-look pass up to the basket just a couple minutes ago was absolutely insane. And I guess you could say Drury really figured out how to tread the water here in the Fishbowl at Nickerson Hall. You're watching UIndy TV on the GLVC Sports Network.
Hey, it's Giselle here on 88.7 WICR.
88.7 The Diamond, the only jazz and classical station in Indianapolis, completely led by the students of the University of Indianapolis. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn app, FM radio, HD radios, or even on our website at wicronline.org. A different kind of...
UIndy clinging to a 10-point lead, but Drury has cut back into this lead on a 5-0 run the last 46 seconds. And they are 5 for 6 on their last 6 three-pointers, Drew.
Yeah, they've really locked in here late, and they've done a great job from downtown as the Greyhounds really have no answer for them. They're struggling a little bit on offense, and really the only people that have been scoring for the Greyhounds are Kendrick Choa with 21 and Jesse Bingham with 20.
And a lot of the Drury comeback has come at the hands of Quentin Shelton. He's drilled a couple threes here in the second half here, early into the second half. And Drury, they've had their foot on the gas pedal here as of late, cutting into the lead. UIndy has not been able to stop them, and Drury has been able to hit their threes here in the second. Tynes and UIndy trying to answer. Bruno Williams. Now Bingham into the corner. Tynes will let it fly, and it's a little short. Rebound fought for. Who's it taken by? Choa comes up with it. And a fresh 20 for Indianapolis. In the corner again, Tynes to the lane. He lays it in.
And that's how you see. I mean, they're starting to get out rebounding here on the offensive end. And you can't have that happen if you're going to win a ball game.
Lewis from the wing. Down low, rifle pass, and Nager lays it in for 2. What a pass by Rice Piper, the assist to him. Williams. Bingham now right wing. Williams from the top. Bingham will drive his left. Floaters up, no good. Too strong, couldn't get that one to fall. Chance to get this one into single digits for the Panthers. Applegate in the corner for Piper. Up top, Wakefield. What will Applegate do with it? Guarded by Jesse Bingham. He picks up his dribble over to Nager. Just 8 on the shot clock. Here comes Lewis. Kick out pass. Wakefield's got to shoot one. It's up, and it's a little strong. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Excellent defense by the Greyhounds on that drive.
Yeah, it was great persistence by them as well. I mean, they didn't give up any open looks that they could just force a shot up. And that's what you like to see from this Greyhound defense.
And that's going to take us to our under 8 media timeout, I believe, with 8:04 to go. 57-47. We'll take a break. You're watching UIndy basketball here on UIndy TV. Greyhounds living in the paint tonight. 57 points on the board. 46 of those 57, Drew, coming from inside the paint. They have just been animals on the inside.
And that's really credit to Kendrick Choa. I mean, 21 of his points have pretty much come from inside of the paint here tonight, and he has 21. So he has been a machine down low, and now really credits to him, especially on the point side and the rebounding side. Has a double-double here to pretty much end this game and more. We'll see what he can do for the rest.
Draws a foul on this time. If it goes on Nager, that's his 4th. They haven't said who it's going to be on just yet, and they still have no signal. Stoppage in play, and still no signal. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. You're watching UINDY TV here on the GLVC Sports Network. Back here at Nickerson Hall, 10-point lead right now for Indianapolis, Drew, but when you flip the tables, Drury has cut into this lead, now just trailing by 10. What do they have to do in the final 8 minutes to pull off the upset?
I mean, UINDY was up by 20 at one point, and they've just crawled their way back into this game. Just under 8 to go, and it'll be real interesting to see what they can do, but the way they're doing it right now is they're hitting the threes, and they're out rebounding the Greyhounds at the same time.
Greyhounds with possession. Bingham looking inside, instead kicks out Robinson, in and out on a three. That one almost halfway down, rattles out, and the rebound is taken by Trey Lewis. Lewis now quickly to the basket. It dribbles it off of his leg, but he's going to be fouled.
See, that's what I was talking about there on the offensive end for the Greyhounds. They get the rebound, come down with it, and then they lose possession of the ball, and it gives Drury a free rein at going the other way. So you just have to be careful about that.
Applegate, corner for Lewis. O'Connell will back down Choa, up with the left hand, and it's good. O'Connell cuts it into single digits. Now the Panthers just trail by 8. Indianapolis looking for some offense here. Robinson will tee up a three, and it's short. Craig stepped on the baseline. Panthers ball, Drew.
The Greyhounds really need to get some confidence going here. I mean, they're taking shots that are open. They're just not confident shooting them. That's what we just saw there by Jacoby Robinson as he bricked that one off the front end. Drury's playing just loose, and they're playing good right now, and it just seems like they just want to drive and get the ball towards the basket. I mean, cut it from 20 to 8 right now is a huge thing for them.
UINDY's been scoreless the last 2.5 minutes. They're 1 for 5 on their last 5 field goal attempts. And on their last 9 three-point attempts, they're 1 for 9. Shelton answers with a 3. And the lead is 5. Could this be a 20-point comeback? The Greyhounds have led by as many as 20. And then right now it's just 5.
Shelton is shooting 40% from beyond the arc this year. And as one man, you don't want to get hot as there's a turnover there by the Greyhounds.
Another turnover. Here comes Cook in transition to Applegate. Gets to the basket. He got fouled. No, an offensive foul. Drives into the body of Josiah Tynes.
That might be a spark there for the Greyhounds to try and turn this around and get a foul in their favor.
Josiah Tynes steps in front, and he beats Applegate to the spot. What a play in transition off the turnover. How about the recollection by Tynes, able to get back and plant his feet. Shows why he's one of the captains of this Greyhounds team this year. Tynes now about 30 feet from the basket. Craig down low, lays it in. The assist to Jesse Bingham. And that was just a blown coverage by Drury that time.
They just got to find little things like that and see where they can get that mismatch, as they just did with Sean Craig on the near end.
O'Connell for Shelton. Under 6 minutes to go. Lewis looking for something, turns it over. Walker in transition. It's a one-on-one. Walker got fouled. Wrapped up by Quinton. Shelton and Walker will go to the stripe.
That was a hard foul there on Walker. As we see here, Walker gets the ball, steals it away on the run, and a big swipe there on Walker as he fell towards the ground. Surprised that wasn't reviewed to be intentional or not.
Jarvis Walker, 77% from the line. He's shot 2 free throws so far tonight. He's 1 for 2. Not a lot of free throws here tonight, Drew. Not a lot of shooting fouls. The Panthers have only shot 4 free throws. They're 1 for 4. Greyhounds have only shot 6 free throws until these two. They're 3 of 6. 50% on the day. Walker, 2 free throws here. First one is good. And Drew, in your opinion, if the Greyhounds win out on the year, I mean, they went all the way to the GLVC championship game last year. What kind of expectations do you think they have for themselves?
They want to win the whole thing. I mean, they went to the championship game last year, obviously. Came out just a bit short, but they want to win. I mean, this team's built to win this year, and they want to come away GLVC champions, and they want to make a pretty dirty run in the NCAA tournament.
Trying to keep that 16-game winning streak alive tonight. Drury trying to knock off the number 6 team, Shelton. His shot's blocked by Tynes. Got it back, though, and underneath. Cook can't finish. He blew the reverse layup, and Choa grabs his 11th board of the day. Tynes. They switch Cook onto him. Down low, Choa spins around, spin move. No good on the shot, but he got fouled. Slapped across the arm, and Choa is going to go to the line for a pair of free throws here.
Choa had a very strong first half. Kind of cooled down a little bit here in the second, but saw a little bit of the bench there to start the second, but now has kind of gotten more playing time as the back half has gotten going.
The last time Indianapolis was this high, ranked number 6, was all the way back in 2015. February 17th, that week of 2015, was the last time they were ranked at number 6 or this high. They were also ranked at number 1 that year. Previously, in that January of 2015, they were ranked number 1 in NCAA D2 for 2 weeks in January. A lot of aspirations. Playoff aspirations once they get to it. Choa knocks down 2 free throws, up to 23 points. Applegate into the front court. 11-point lead for Indianapolis. Under 5 minutes to go now. Applegate, he'll try a long 2, and it rims in. Got a lucky bounce. Applegate, 9 points for him.
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward bounce, too. Off the back iron, it just kind of falls right in.
Bingham has his pass stolen out of the air by Applegate. Ahead pass, Cook got fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line, chance to cut this one down to 7 with a couple free throws for Preston Cook.
The Greyhounds kind of have to come together here and try and regroup just a little bit, as that 20-point lead has kind of diminished with 4.5 here to go.
And again, the student section behind the Drury bench is going to let Preston Cook hear it, but it doesn't faze him one bit. Knocks down that first free throw, lead down to 8. Again, chance to make it 7 here. The Panthers hoping for a comeback, searching their 9th win of the year and their 5th win in the conference on the season. And Cook nails them both. Clutch free throws by Preston Cook. And he's up to just 2 points now on the day. Those are his first 2 points. He was 0 of 5 before that. Robinson. UINDY looking for some points here. Williams has his shot knocked out of the air. Maybe got it partially blocked by a Panther. Cook left open, and he can't find a three. That one would have cut it to 4, and it's out of bounds. UINDY ball.
Big miscommunication there by Bruno as he started to retreat towards the basket. And he just left Cook wide open for that open three. Luckily, he didn't convert on that.
Tynes will dribble at the flying eye for Indianapolis. They'll go down low. Choa in the paint, kicks out, but he's going to be fouled. Stoppage, and they'll send Choa to the line as the Greyhounds are in the bonus. A 1-and-1 for Kendrick Choa when we come back. 3:57 to play. Let's go down the sidelines with Maddie Fisher.
Thank you, Graham. Scoring is kind of slowed down here coming out of that last media, but the defensive battle has been fierce. UINDY has started to slip, and unfortunately, we've seen Drury come back within 5 points of the Greyhounds. It's going to be a really close matchup, something that Paul Crosaro warned his crew about beforehand. You're just going to have to see what comes next. You're watching UINDY TV on the GLVC Sports Network.
Hey, it's Giselle here on 88.7 WICR.
88.7 The Diamond, the only jazz and classical station in Indianapolis, completely led by the students of the University of Indianapolis. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn app, FM radio, HD radios, or even on our website at wicronline.org, a different kind of public radio.
Seven-point lead for UINDY. Drew 9 threes by Drury tonight, 9 for 20. They've shot 45% from behind the arc on the day. Big reason of how they've cut back into this lead.
Well, we've talked about it the entire game, how they were a three-reliant team, and it's really shown here today, especially as they came back from 20 down to 8.
Choa knocks down the front half of the 1-and-1. And the second is good as well. He's up to 25 points. His career high 26.
Nice to see him get a 30 ball here tonight.
He's got 25 and 11 right now. He's 10 of 12 from the field and 5 of 6 from the line. Cook across the lane, kick out, Applegate. He'll launch a long three. It's good. Logan Applegate up to 12 points on his second three of the day. He's 2 for 7 from down there. And the lead back to 6 here.
Can't let Drury get hot from beyond the arc. They will make you pay. And that's what's happening here right now.
Robinson from the right, looking for Choa. Instead, they'll kick it to Tynes. Tynes backing down outside. Bingham answers with a three. Jesse Bingham, 23 points.
Huge bucket there by Jesse, as they really needed that one to keep this lead going and kill the momentum that Drury has.
Shelton off on a floater. Choa grabs his 12th board. And Tynes is going to run out as much clock as he can, the entire shot clock if he could. Bruno Williams, drive from the right. Hesitation. Williams finishes. How about that hesitation move by Bruno Williams? Shelton, long three, no good. Choa grabs his 13th rebound.
UINDY is in clock kill mode right now.
An 11-point lead for UINDY. Just 5 on the shot clock. See what Robinson can do. He's off the mark on a 3. Wakefield the other way. Under 2 minutes to go. Applegate hits a 3. Logan Applegate, a long bomb from behind the arc, and a timeout by Drury.
And this is starting to fall in Drury's favor really fast. Minute 52 to remain, but Greyhounds still lead by 8.
And Drew, the Greyhounds need a possession here where they put some points up on the board, though. If you're Drury, you're looking for a stop here. What are you looking from them here on the final 2 minutes? What do you want to see from Drury if they pull off the upset here?
They're shooting lights out from beyond the arc, and they average 36% beyond the arc on the year, but they're giving up 40. Tonight they're shooting 47, and that's really something. They're shooting pretty much 50% from beyond the arc, and going in this game, the Greyhounds knew that. It just took them a while to get heated up from back there.
Indianapolis on the other side shooting 55% from the field. Just absolutely amazing efficiency from the court, anywhere on the court really today. 50 points from the painted area. 50 of 70. Greyhounds running some clock. Williams gets into the paint, hop, step, kick out. Bingham can't answer on the 3. Applegate the other way. Down low, Cook, shots up, rolls off. Robinson the board. And they'll waste some time. Williams. Now Tynes. Keep away for the Greyhounds here. Just 8 on the shot clock. Tynes splits the defense. He's going to have to shoot one. Robinson just 2 on the clock. Tynes inside, can't finish. Choa there, lays it in, and the foul.
See here, Tynes puts up the shot as the shot clock winding down. Kendrick with another rebound, gets it to fall and the foul. Send Choa to the line for 1.
And a new career high for Kendrick Choa, now 27 points. He's got 13 rebounds. Chance to make it 28 for the big guy. He's 5 of 6 from the line today, and he's off the front iron on that try. Still a 10-point game, and we're under a minute to play. Applegate blocked by Choa. Huge block off the glass, and Kendrick Choa swats it away. Exclamation point for the Greyhounds.
That was a huge defensive stand there for Kendrick Choa and the Greyhounds.
And it looks like we had a foul on Drury, and since the Greyhounds are in the double bonus, that'll send Tynes to the line. 2 free throws here. And Tynes knocks down his first from there. That's his first free throw try of the day. He's got 5 points. Also 6 assists for Josiah Tynes. Greyhounds really sharing the ball well over their mark on assists. They have 21 assists today, Drew. Their average is only just 14 a game. So well above sharing the ball tonight as Tynes knocks down both.
And they played real team basketball here in the late second half.
Shelton almost got that one blocked by Robinson, but he got bumped and fouled in the air, and Shelton stops the clock with 34 seconds and 2 free throws. And Drew, Greyhounds gonna move to 23-2 on the year, and they'll improve their winning streak to 17 games, trying to make it 18 to tie the longest single-season winning streak in program history on Saturday against Southwest Baptist. But the Bearcats are one of the best teams in the GLVC. They'll certainly present a challenge.
Yeah, that'll be one heck of a game that we'll have right here on UINDY TV and the GLVC network. And I think it'll be one of those marquee matchups that you can't really miss.
Shelton knocks down one of two from the line. Again, the Greyhounds are just going to hopefully dribble this one out and avoid any more drama, but they're going to call a foul, and Williams is going to shoot some free throws. Foul goes on Quentin Shelton. That's his fourth foul, team's 10th. 2 shots for Bruno Williams. Williams, another just additional piece that the Greyhounds have taken off of Lewis's great roster from a couple years ago and last year even as well, and dropped him onto this Indianapolis Greyhounds team, and he's really given them some more offense and defense, and another veteran out there on the court.
Yeah, and everything that he's done so far in a Greyhound uniform has pretty much been amazing. I mean, he's done everything the right way. Team ball's been awesome, and Coach Casaro got extremely lucky and extremely blessed with him.
It's a 13-point lead. Applegate can't knock down a three. Got his own miss, though. Takes it inside and dumps it off. O'Connell lays it in, cuts it to 11, but a little bit too little, too late. Only 16 seconds. Shot clock is off. Tynes gets it in. Robinson, outlet pass to Bruno Williams, and that's it. An 11-point win for the Indianapolis Greyhounds. A standing ovation here at Nickerson Hall. 76-65 will be your final score. Greyhounds winning streak stays alive. It's up to 17 games. They'll go for 18 on Saturday. This ties their second longest single season winning streak in program history. We're going to have Paul Corsaro, but right now Corsaro over congratulating and saying hello to the student section on the east end of the court. We'll have Paul Corsaro in just a minute. Kendrick Choa gets his new career high, 27 points and 14 rebounds tonight, Drew.
And he was spectacular, especially during the first half. He was off to a hot start, and the first 16 UINDY points by himself, and he really showed why he's one of the nation's best players.
And now we have Paul Corsaro down there. Let's go down with Maddie Fisher and Paul Corsaro.
Welcome, Coach Corsaro. Wonderful win today. Really incredible game. Kendrick Choa hit his career high of 27 points and also passed a career milestone of 600 rebounds today. Talk about his impact today on the court.
If anybody was watching that saw it, he's pretty darn good.
Absolutely. I mean, also got to talk about Jesse Bingham contributing 23 points as well. The two of them combined 50 of the total 76. Talk about how the two of them work as a team.
Well, I mean, they're pretty darn good 1-2 punch. I thought they both really had it going today.
Absolutely. And looking at what you saw today, the good and the bad and the ugly, what needs to change before you welcome in Southwest Baptist on Saturday?
I probably have to go watch the tape and before I can give you that answer, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and with one more home game before you head on the road for the last time this season, what is the one thing you want to improve or you want to see before you hit the road?
You know, I think that we go through times in games where we're not playing very smart, and I think I want to put together a full 40 from the mental side of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You're watching UINDY TV on the GLVC Sports Network.
And thanks to Maddie Fisher. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Coach Corsaro for his time. He captures his 53rd win in his career, his third year with the Indianapolis Greyhounds. He is now in his winning percentage is second all-time, only behind Harry Good, coach back in 1928 to 1943. Drew, impressive Paul Corsaro has been, and the Greyhounds have been even more impressive.
Yeah, he's been great for the university. He's been great for this basketball team. Really built a juggernaut of a basketball team here at the university.
That does it here for the post game at Nickerson Hall. The Greyhounds pull off the win, 76-65 winners over the Drury Panthers. They moved to 23-2 on the year. We want to thank all of our UINDY TV crew and the GLVC Sports Network crew here from Nickerson Hall. The Greyhounds back in action on Saturday, taking on the Southwest Baptist Bearcats. All that action kicking off here at 3 p.m. right here on UINDY TV and the GLVC Sports Network. For Drew Ranke, Graham Shear, Madeline Fisher, I'm Graham Shear saying so long from Indianapolis.